Okay, so if we look at these setups then, Jamie, okay, these are basically from face on, okay? The left-hand one was your before, where you were hooking the ball to the left, quite a lot of right to left spin, ball's basically going to curve in this way to the left. Now, if you see a ball curving that way, you're going to try and swing it out there. Then when the ball's curving right to left, the further right I can start it, maybe it might help. Yeah, it might help, but it's creating sort of two wrongs making a right. Now, if we zoom in on the grip, okay, I can sort of see underneath that right thumb there, I can pretty much see a bit of the grip there between your fingernails here and the right thumb there, okay, because your hand's so far underneath, the grip is still kind of visible there. If I zoom in on that one, now your thumb looks a bit awkward across there, you've got to find a comfort spot there, okay, but that hand is far more neutral there than that right hand there. Now technically the hand is on that club better, but I'd rather the hand be on the club in a better position and you kind of feeling comfortable with that. This right trigger finger down here, in an ideal world, could probably go underneath the grip if you can do, okay? Doesn't matter being down there, but yeah, in an ideal world, sort of sit there, so they're sort of sitting this way, not kind of sticking down there, just adding a bit of stretch to the forearm, okay? But you'll also see as well the shaft angle. If I draw a line through here, there, now, and then draw a line through that. You see the difference in the angle there. So the club now, rather than sort of popping out through your left elbow there, is now just forward by your left shoulder, which is perfect, okay? A little bit of shaft lean is going to give you a nice angle of attack. We don't want the shaft to be back here, okay, at any point within the golf swing, okay? But equally, it doesn't be there. And this is the thing with golf is there's positions where you can be wrong, correct, wrong, correct, wrong. It's not like, oh, this is wrong then, Jamie. Okay, well, that's good, that's better, that's even good, that's amazing. No, there is a pivot, there's a spectrum where you can be on both ends of it, okay? You've got to find the right spot. Okay, that's with all things, whether the club face is open, closed or square, hands forward, middle or back kind of thing. Getting the club in the right position just eliminates the need for you to try and adjust. Okay, so in terms of the swing then now, top of the back swing as we go back, nice controlled back to net. I think this one here now, this one in the first couple there, so you can see a little bit more wrist hinge there with that golf club, okay? The angle in that wrist now is a bit greater, the loss of, I mean, the amount of right hand hinge there and that wrist hinge there, your hands are going to struggle to hold that club face under control. Okay, if we can just maintain to say 90 degrees, that's going to be a little bit more, but you're able to control that, so that's not too bad. Get that club in that position there. We've got more control of that club coming back down to the golf ball. So as we come back to the golf ball now, we're looking for the left arm and the club to be nicely in line of impact. Okay, so left arm through your hands, and there's basically impact there. Club face now, there's probably a strike there, but sort of just before and after this, the ball's just about blurring there, so you made contact, okay? So your hands and your left arm are there. There's no head up, okay? And we're not trying to keep the head down any longer than we really want to, okay? The head's going to just come through and twist through with it naturally and allow you to twist, okay? When you try to keep your head focused down, what we saw as you came back to the golf ball now is your head kind of popping up, your head's popping up because you're trying to not move it, okay? But if the head's not moving, the torso gets a bit tight and a bit chest sort of gets locked and stuff, you can't twist and rotate as easily, okay? So it pops up, okay? And then through to your sort of similar sort of follow through anyway. But the club face was very close in this position with the grip and the setup you had with the hands forward. With the club face coming back, pointing to the left, you swung it out to the right. So the first 4 or 5 shots, we changed that grip and got the shaft more neutral like this. The first few shots just went straight to right, didn't they? They went, oh, that's gone right. Bit novel, isn't it? It's like it's taking that kind of adjustment with the alignment. Now, physical changes, grip, feels a bit strange, but we can make that change pretty much like that, to be fair. It would feel a bit awkward, but it'll be something you can do readily, okay? This, I say, I'll send a video through to you, so sometimes in a few weeks down on the range or on the golf course even, if things start going back to hooking, what did he say again? Rewatch the video, that grip and on the shaft's got it, because you'll probably remember the grip, but I think you might forget where the shaft needs to be in terms of that line there. Instinct will probably kick in, you'll start moving the ball this way, or the shaft forward. Also, to try and start it further to the right, people often put the ball further back here anyway. The further back the ball goes, the more that shaft's going to have to lean forward, which encourages that grip to get stronger. Good double-edged sword, to be fair, okay? So we'll just sort of go back as a reminder, okay? But once that club's in a better position, like I say, for somebody who didn't play that much, you can certainly swing the golf club. Very nice. There's a good movement there, okay? Nice and smooth back there. Allow your head and body to rotate through there. It's a good functional movement, Jamie, okay? A lot of good things there. Powerful swing, as we said. Distance will never be a problem for you, okay? But after the physical changes and the static changes are made, it's then changing mentally that actually I can start the golf ball now this way towards target, and it's not going to go to the left. and force me to then try and aim it out there.
If I know it's in a straight, you just aim at the target.
So yeah, it's going to go a little bit wrong with it, but yeah, minimal amount is fine, yeah.
But that's the thing, because I know a drone, so I'm aiming out here, and then so everything's...
The problem is then, if you play on certain holes like playing at Wemba and stuff, I mean, how far right can you aim on some holes?
Well, yeah,
the
exactly.
10th on Wemba, are you going to aim in the field and hope it's going to draw back?
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks.
You know whenever you do that, just go straight
Exactly.
field.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. So getting yourself in a more neutral setup, the shaft, I say, is just forward, but slightly, not massively pre-forward.
Yeah.
Okay, make sense?
Yeah.
Good man, very good.